Hey, what's up, you guys? The video for some reason corrupted 2 hours into recording, so it's forced to be 720p. Just letting you guys know ahead of time, I just had to keep it at 720p. I had to re-download the file, but it's okay. Enjoy the video.
There we go, yeah. Locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out. Hello everyone, my name is Bradley. I have a Brad taste in music, and today I'm reacting to the new Imagine Dragons album titled Mercury Act 2. Now, if you know anything about the Brad taste in music lore, on my Brad at Everything channel, I uploaded a reaction to the first act of this series. I gave it a 0 out of 10. I thought it was by far the worst Imagine Dragons album. I thought that the creativity backfired and it became unbelievably obnoxious and completely unlistenable. Like actually the worst thing Imagine Dragons has ever done. Ever. Now, the people who are watching in chat who don't know what I'm talking about, allow me to play you a song from this album. Which, by the way, it looks like they updated it to throw in the JID song into there. So yeah, it's basically AJR with more screaming. And then you got Cutthroat. Oh my god, Cutthroat is so bad. It don't mean, or maybe it's the truth in me. Only one of us gonna make it out alive, and it's not you. Not alive, and it's not you. Only one of us. So yeah, I gave this album a 0 out of 10. And people were very offended by that, but I stick with that. I think this is actually the worst thing they've ever done. Which is sad, because they're really stepping out of their comfort zone here. But I really think that they stepped in a complete wrong direction and made some of the most unlistenable, awful music I've ever heard in my life. So, Mercury Act 2, I've heard a couple of songs from this. It's apparently not as bad. But that could also mean less risk-taking, more boring. Let's give it a shot. Let's see where we land on this. Okay, who knows? Maybe I'll end up loving this album. It says it's 32 songs, but it's actually only 18. But I also think that it's really lame that they re-released this album just to throw Enemy at the very beginning of the album to increase streaming numbers. I think that that's a pussy move. Really shallow, especially for a band like Imagine Dragon, which already has like the most fucking streams of any band ever that's ever existed, to try boosting numbers like that with some cheap crap. That is just actually so lame. Anyways, Bones, first track of the album. Let's go. The Reaper takes my life, never gonna get me out alive. My patience is waning. Is this entertaining? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the most Satan's summer, Satan's rap dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Is this entertaining? Welcome to the theater. Butt rock theater core. Yo, Future Bradley, can you throw up the Ford Truck Month commercial in front here, and then yeah, there you go. Thank you. Funny seeing people hate on Imagine Dragons just for the sake of hate. They are playing it so safe and doing such an inoffensive chorus. Of course it's gonna look weird to talk shit about this, dude. To everyone else, there's no problem with this. To me, I see this as cheap, boring, and commercial. And especially it reconfirms what I'm thinking when I'm telling you, you do realize that making something called like Acts 1 and 2, like something supposed to be, you know, like cohesive and it's supposed to make sense, by literally interrupting that and replacing the first song with Enemy, the opening track from Arcane, in your album that's supposed to be some sort of cohesive theatrical experience, that says it all to me. That says you don't actually give a shit. Bones is a completely inoffensive song that most people are going to look past and say, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. However, when I hear this in the grocery store, I'm going to be annoyed by it. And in fact, I'd probably be less annoyed if this song was just full commercial instead of trying to break it up by doing some stuff that sounds different and goofy and quirky to break up the monotony. In a way, It feels like this is Imagine Dragons' AJR era. Now, I think that this is a weak start. I don't like this song all that much. I feel like the catchy chorus is almost nauseating in a sense. I also hate the "is this entertaining" dramatic crap. I personally think this song is bad. I don't think it's the worst thing they've ever done, but I just don't like the track. Next song, Symphony. Are you fucking kidding me? I was actually vibing with this song. Why you gotta do some stupid shit, man? Come on. Can you help me sober up? Oh no, straight up, no. They are actually moving in the direction of AJR. People are like, Bradley, why do you hate this shit? It's so harmless. There's nothing wrong with this, right? This shit. Let me say, it's a 4-letter word, okay? This shit whack. What's up, Jeremy? I'm glad you like this shit, Jeremy. Hey, look, Jeremy. See, we need more people like Jeremy in this chat. Jeremy literally is the equalizer, right? You got all these people talking shit. Jeremy not even fazed by it. He's like, this song is fantastic, amazing, and I love it. Like, everyone goes dead silent. It's like, and that's the thing, though. Jeremy's also the golden snitch, except for if you catch him, you get a perma ban. You know what I mean? He spreads this much needed positivity to the chat. The ones who call him out, you're gone. You're out. Symphony kind of sucks ass. I'm giving it a red headphones. Why? Because I think it's corny as shit. I think that it has no class. I think that I'd rather be dead than caught listening to this song anytime ever. I think that the, oh my god, I love the symphony bullshit is cringe as all hell, and I want nothing to do with it. Is that just me? Maybe. I think the mix is pretty okay. The compression, not as bad as some of the other songs I've heard from Imagine Dragons. I'd say overall the production's fine, but the idea of this song is so bad, it's so fundamentally broken and bullshit, that I just can't give this any credit in any other department. I just think it's cheesy as fuck. Next song, Sharks, which I remember hearing and thinking was okay. Wait, pause. Wait, that's straight up Home Depot right there. Boom, 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 boom. I know what you're thinking. Half of you guys are confused. You're like, wait a second, was that Imagine Dragons? But actually, believe it or not, it was not actually Imagine Dragons. Funny enough, I think that Sharks hones it back just enough to make it somewhat enjoyable. I think the song's a shrug, and if I was going to say, this might be the reason this album doesn't get a 0, okay? Those who are scared, well guess what? Sharks might just have saved your life. I think that the melody is really catchy. It does enough things to get me moving, but it also does enough things for me to say I'm never coming back to that song. Next song, I Don't Like Myself, which, I mean, there are, you know, themes of depression throughout the beginning of this, you know, first half. Let's see what I Don't Like Myself goes.
There are times when I don't like myself, the things that they say about me.
This is such a shallow observation of this, dude. My God. Dude, I swear to God, man, you could just tell which songs they spent more time on and which songs are just here to fill time, dude. I Don't Like Myself is clearly the latter. I'd have times, like these lyrics, my God, let me show you guys. There are times when I don't like myself. I believe all the things they say about me. I want to love myself just like everyone else. But there are times when I don't like myself. I don't like this song. I'm giving it red headphones. It feels like one of the most basic, watered-down songs designed to be catchy and not give you really much of substance. Next song, Blurb. Yo, Home Depot?
I'm always looking for something I can't
Okay, bro, at least get like Metro Boomin in the studio if you're gonna do trap hi-hats, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
something to work.
Featuring Lil Baby? Oh, those hi-hats are so bad.
And when I hit the pavement, I'm such a waste of space. I'm always waiting for the weekend.
See, here's the thing I don't like about making mental health the like centerpiece of a play. And it sort of feels the same thing with like Logic's, you know, Suicide Hotline song. It's playing it as if there's some sort of like happy conclusion at the end. You know, that's something you learn to cope with. That's something that you learn to fight through. But it's not like there's some sort of wonderful conclusion at the end that I expect, like, oh, he's gonna fix this by the end of it. You know what I mean? These feelings are going on inside of me. This is really tough. I'm dealing with this. But why is this some sort of play? Am I saying that Dan Reynolds didn't have depression? No? That has nothing to do with this. These are songs. These are pieces of art. These are expressions of oneself. You can do whatever you want for a song, but at the end of the day, it's open to interpretation. The song is what the song is. And if you water down your emotions into the most basic possible form, and then call it Mercury Acts 1 and 2 like it's supposed to be a play, then I'm just stuck here to kind of pick up the pieces and tell you exactly how I feel about what you put out. There's nothing about what I'm saying that's invalidating any sort of anything that happens in someone's personal life. This actually is Mainstream Sellout Part 2 though, like actually. It's my favorite Imagine Dragons song. It's Time. I think It's Time is unironically a smiley ball. I think that it's a relatively enjoyable track. I think that it has clean cut ideas that are enjoyable. There's something playful about it, something otherworldly about it. It's still very simply written, but overall enjoyable. I think that song is terrible. Red headphones. Next song we have here is called Higher Ground. I'm just a hater. Imagine Dragons genius. What the fuck is this? Yo, what the fuck is this? This life is such a ride. I live until I die. Why is it mixed so horribly, dude? I feel like I'd complain if the instrumental was too loud and then the vocals were too quiet. But for here, it's like the vocals are literally so loud during this segment. Thank you, The Freedom. Okay. I'm sorry, what? What is this flow? Why does this sound familiar? Oh my god. Oh, damn. Oh my god. That was terrible. That's... dog. That is so bad. That is actually so bad. I will give this album one thing, okay? I think that it's better than Act 1, but it also is significantly more boring, and that's not really a high bar to succeed over, as I think that Act 1 was significantly more diverse in its sound. Here it feels like I've gotten the same song over and over and over again, and that song is just slightly better than the songs that were on the last project, which were all really awful. These songs, though, are still really bad, especially this one. I feel like Higher Ground really marks the low point here in terms of mixing, in terms of singing, in terms of performance. This whole song feels like it really should have been left off this 18-song album. It just feels really bad. And unfortunately, I don't think Imagine Dragons even have the filter to be able to see that. Hiya! All right, next song, Crushed. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't judge it immediately, but like, come on. What is he saying? Good question. Let's look over the lyrics together, okay? The lyrics are somewhat interesting. I suppose she's supposed to be exactly what they want her to be. So pretty in pink, necklace and ring, don't be heard, just be seen. But that's not who I am. She said I could feel too much, and I wish they'd go away, cause it's crushing me. This actually seems like a pretty cohesive story that makes sense with someone being kind of controlled and under the weight of someone, and this guy coming in with an interesting perspective on that. I actually think that Crushed is like, in terms of this album being like a cohesive theatrical experience, by far makes the most sense. This song actually feels like an interesting enough story. He's clearly playing a character here. I just don't think he has the strongest voice. I think the instrumental is a little bit bland, and I'm just overall not super in love with this track. Personally, I don't think that it's all that listenable. I don't really ever want to come back to this. I'd give it a red headphones, but I'd still say it's a significant upgrade in terms of actual like substance and quality as opposed to the last handful of tracks that have been here. Next song, Take It Easy.
Last week I came to you. I didn't know. Girl, take it easy on me. Well, I'm not surprised. Tell me.
This is like a significantly worse Father John Misty song, which, by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, allow me to play a Father John Misty song, okay? Now, this is a 15-minute song. I'm going to play 2 seconds of this song, and you'll see. I'm going to ask you, what is the difference between Father John Misty and Dan Reynolds, okay?
I was living on the hill, watch masters abandon their dogs and dogs run free.
This is awesome in comparison with Dan Reynolds. Feels much more genuine, feels like a genuine show of emotion is trying to portray a non-over-dramatized caricature. Literally, you don't even have to overthink it. The vocals are smooth. The singing is smooth. It sounds nice. He occasionally says something here that's really interesting, like masters unleashing their dogs and dogs run free. Like that just, I'm sorry, just that alone, even outside of context, sounds really interesting. It's an interesting lyric that pops out, that makes you think, that makes you imagine something visually. You know, you don't need a huge, crazy instrumental palette to build that up. It's like the actual content's able to carry itself. Now, I don't feel that way personally with Imagine Dragons. I feel like it's all just trying to play to a very specific sound and feeling and playing it up to the point of it just sort of not only being oversold, but it's playing against the strengths of Dan, as I don't think that his voice is strong enough to actually sell these tracks. This mix is so shit. Look, it's not a matter of competent mix, they're going for something muddy, and I'd actually say that they successfully executed a very muddy mix for this track, especially with you hearing Dan just yelling through it. I think the song's corny. I think it's cheesy. I don't think it works all that well. Next song, Waves. Oh yeah, by the way, red headphones. Terrible. That was indeed Demon Dice that you saw right there. Sounds like AGR tried to make a grimy Arctic Monkeys. Oh god. All right, next song, Waves. I was living on the hill.
21 years, she figured it out.
That's the other thing here, dude. If you're going to have like this guitar looping around, like do something more dramatic than a fucking triplet flow. I pull up and hit. Bitch, I got this stick. I pull up and hit. You don't know my whip.
Shattered now, and with one car and one night.
Who is he singing like here? Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend. Who's that? I forgot. The Fray? Oh my god, it's just a lack of class, dude. Oh shit, yo, thank you so much for the 40, goddamn. Like seriously, it's just a lack of class. 21 years, she figured it out. She started a job. She sucked it for that clout. Time doesn't hear if you ask it to wait. Saying, just a small town girl. She wanted to leave the world. So she got in a car. She started driving. La 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 la. Oh, la 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 la. Not only that, but la, 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 la. Like it's the screechiest law ever. Oh yeah, I've heard that song, Isaac. Oh, boom, boom, boom. There we go. That's the other thing. Imagine Dragons have completely complied to the fact that they are allowed to be predictable. They've given up on trying to exceed past that, and literally everything about this song feels like you can like already figure out what's going on within the first minute. This drop is like the most predictable shit ever. Everything strips back. I figure it out. boom, boom, la 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 la. It's not that you're not allowed to do that. It's that when you do that 100 times in a row, it starts to feel really, really drawn out. Okay, Lego Sheet, I love you, right? And I will admit, I think that this is way less commercial than the Muse song we heard earlier, okay? Lego Sheet, have you heard the new Muse? Okay? I actually feel like what you're saying here, I don't completely disagree because of what I just fucking heard from Muse. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, this shit garbage. Anyways, red headphones. I think that Waves is terrible and completely unlistenable, and I'm not gonna defend myself for that. All right, next song, I'm Happy. It's called I'm Happy. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's like the narrative just weirdly switches around here. Peace of mind, I wish, like, huh?
I know my rights. I live until I die. I've got this bit. You saved my life, and now I'm happy.
We're flying, but maybe we're dying.
I know my luck come back around.
I'm sorry, what is this song? He's sad, he feels like someone else is living in his head, and then someone shows up, and now all of a sudden he's happy again. This is what I mean, is like there's just something so odd about these like very conclusive feelings of sadness, like they just go away all of a sudden. Which, by the way, the sound of the song doesn't change at all. The singing doesn't change, so it doesn't actually reflect it in any sort of emotional way. It just falls so flat for me. Oh my god! Make it stop! Adam, it's very bad. I have to take the headphones off for a second. I can't do this shit. I'm happy, I just don't like the sound of at all. I think it's really bland. I think the singing's terrible. I think it's kind of tasteless. I'd give it a red headphones.
Dog.
Ferris Wheel, which I think it means because it goes in circles, you know? Up and down. I was so violent. He fought so violent.
He's never gonna kiss you like he should. He's never.
I know I could treat you better than he can. And a nigga like you deserves a gentle Dan. Hi, this is a new doggy, by the way. Hey, what's up? Hi, buddy. That's a different doggy than usual.
I don't even blame you, cause look how these boys are now.
You need a real man like me. I'm dead and I have what you need, girl. Boom. Am I right? Or am I right?
Always young and innocent.
I feel like this is really giving perspective into Dan's mind of wanting to always be young and innocent. Bradley, you're being close-minded. This is literally I'm sorry, but like, you gotta be shitting me, right?
I know it lasts, I'm confident.
You know what? Ferris Wheel is cute. I think that it's a little disconnected in its message of like, you should leave your man, but that's not what the song is about. It's more of a fantasy with this person, and it's not like pushy or trying to be forcing of that. And sure, it's fun to joke around, but I actually think that this song, while in my opinion it's kind of boring, still is sweet in its message. Now, me personally, I'm not a big fan of this one. I'd give it a very low shrug, but I do think that it's mostly because it's not doing the ridiculous shit that made the last song so unbearable, but I still don't really like it, and I'd honestly say it's kind of in between red headphones and shrug for me. About in that space where I just don't love the song, but I still think that there's enough about this that actually makes it feel like there's somewhat of a connection to it. Next song, Peace of Mind. Experimental. New Gorillas?
I had a dream that I lost everything. Time, but can't get no peace of mind. But try as I might.
Peace of Mind comes off a little bit like a fluke, because I actually think this is one of the more enjoyable tracks in terms of the actual bass, in terms of the melody. While again, it is doing something a bit quirky, I think it works a little bit better here. And again, I'm just going to kind of tie this one up to just being a bit of a fluke. It's not really doing anything different, but I just think that it's a bit more excusable in terms of my own personal taste. So yeah, I really don't mind this one. I can't get no peace of mind. What I also like about Peace of Mind is the fact that it doesn't overstay its welcome. It doesn't overdo it. It's a catchy song, and I think it knows what it's doing. It has that depressive feel still. I can't get no peace of mind, and I actually feel like his delivery of that is very appropriate. Now, again, I would chalk this up to being a little bit of a fluke, but I honestly like this track. I'd actually give it a smiley ball. I think it's my favorite of the album so far. It's the first one that I think is unironically enjoyable. And it's just a sweet tune. Alright, next song, Sirens.
Get a little preoccupied with sirens in my mind.
Build a house together, brother.
I'm stuck in the grotto.
It's really formulaic, though.
My mind. Sirens.
Look, sexually psychotic. I'd argue that Sirens is possibly the most formulaic song on this entire album, and the actual lack of substance is kind of disappointing considering the fact that it's following some of the most, I'd say honestly, ambitious in terms of like structure tracks here. In terms of say like Ferris Wheel or Crushed, right? I feel like Sirens is just catchy hook, catchy verse, copy and pasted twice in a row. I honestly don't think this song does much for me. I'd give it a shrug, but I will say the mix is fine and it just sort of exists. I feel like this is one of the easiest to just kind of cruise by with. It just sort of exists. Next song, Tide. Tide Pods.
The sun will rise with you.
Now, Tide is another situation where I feel like the song is inoffensive. I'd say that honestly it has one of the better vocal performances from Dan. I honestly think it's fine. I'd give it a shrug. It's a decent little ballad. Alright, next song we have here is Younger.
Is there something in the air today? It's got me feeling, oh, what's
Gay!
used to? I don't wanna be forever.
See, here's the thing that I don't think you guys realize is that this album being average is better than this album being part 1. I actually like Younger. I think it's good. I'd give it a strong shrug. You know, it's very cliche. Take me back when I was younger. Boom, boom, boom. But I think it's sweet enough to sell that. I don't think it overdoes it. I think that the guitar solo is kind of tasteful. And I also think that the lyrics here, well, you know, there are a couple of weird tongue-in-cheek ones. It also has some sweet moments. Again, addressing friends that have passed. I think it's fun. All right, next song, I Wish. I had a dream.
Never called you. Wish that I would have been there in the end.
Look, this song's very heartfelt, but it's also boring as shit. I hate to say it, because this is one of the sweeter songs. I think that the vocal performance is very passionate. I'm not in love with it, but it's passionate. Okay, but man, I do not have the patience for this right now. I can't do this shit anymore. I'm giving this song a low shrug out of pity, as I think that it's, you know, I give it a golf clap and say, moving on. I get it. Okay, next song, Continual.
I'm there for you. Just wanna hear the truth.
Come on, why is that? Come on, man. It's 18 songs. Do we really need 5 piano ballads to end it off? Bro, this is like the 5th piano ballad in a row, man. Come on. Come on, man. I get it. You know, it's supposed to end on an emotional note, but are you fucking kidding me? Look, I'm sorry. Like this, it's like by the end here, I actually feel like these songs are decently well executed. I actually don't even hate the fact that it's ending slow, but I just can't take this shit. Red headphones. I just, again, personally, I feel like sitting through this is agonizing. For me personally. Like, I can't listen to another fucking slow-ass ballad like this. It's doing nothing for me. It's really doing nothing for me. While I do say that it's more emotionally impactful and less cringe than a lot of other moments here, it's just still not giving me much. Final song, They Don't Know You Like I Do. It also doesn't help that I really have to shit, so I want this album to be over with.
I'm feeling like it's me that killed you.
Lyrics so far is, he was never gonna make it, every pill he found he'd take it, always on the edge of breakdowns, keeping it together somehow, just another cold November, you called but I didn't answer, I was so oblivious, now I'm asking for forgiveness for every single time I failed you, I'm feeling like it's killed you, remembering the time they jumped you, I was too scared to help you, looking back I can't erase it, guess it's time to face it, you never seem to know how to let it all go, don't listen to a single word they say about you, you don't know, they don't know you like I do, don't listen to a single word they say about you. Which, I mean, it's sweet. I actually like the lyrics of this one. Oh my god, it's over. Holy shit. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shrug. Why? Out of pity. Just like everything else. Future Bradley here. The album actually ends pretty strong. Last two songs I'd say are Smiley Ball. Album has grown on me just a little bit. Hey, okay? I'm not all bad, okay? These last two songs are pretty sweet. Specifically, this last one here. Second last one, it's okay. It's like a shrug. Okay. Look, the ending of this album is significantly better than the rest of it, but I don't actually think that it really fully saves this, as I feel like, you know, these slow moments work because they're not the other shit. I don't feel like I'd ever really sit through this shit again. I will say that it makes a lot more sense having like 5 ballads in a row if you consider that this is indeed supposed to technically be like a 32-track album. Combining both parts, but I still not super crazy about it. I'm feeling a 2+ to a 3- on this project. Hey, it's not a 0, okay? It's not a 0. It's actually significantly better. I think it's a significant improvement, but I still don't like it, and I still won't return to it. And then the stream crashed, so there's no outro. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you next time. Peace out. Make sure you subscribe. Watch streams on Tuesdays and Saturdays, 2 p.m. CST. Bye.